Hello everyone and welcome to today's class. Today's topic is career opportunities, the career opportunities in commerce. Now let's start with the meaning of occupation. What is occupation? Occupation is anything one does to make a living, to earn money. As we all know, human wants are unlimited and the means to satisfy them are scarce. Now in order to satisfy these human wants, one has to engage himself in what will give him money. So anything someone engages in to make a living is called occupation. Now occupation is that thing you engage in to feed yourself and to provide your special needs. We have three main classifications of occupation. We have the industrial, we have the commercial, and we have the services. Industrial has to do with the production of goods and services. Commercial has to do with the distribution, buying and selling of these goods and services. And services are those special needs or special something you do to someone directly or indirectly, such as doctors, housemates, and so on. What are the factors that determine the types of occupation? There are various factors that determine the type of occupation one engages in. Number one is climate and weather differences. Climate and weather differences is one of the factors that determine the type of occupation that one does. For instance, in a riverline area, we have fishermen and farmers. We have natural resources. Natural resources determines the type of occupation one engages in. Natural resources in a state or in a nation determine the type of occupation the people there engages in. For instance, where there is coal, there are miners there. Education and skill. The education one has or the skills one has determine the type of occupation that person engages in. If someone has graduated from the university, there's a higher tendency that the occupation the person might get into might be doctor, nursing, teaching, because of the education the person had. Skills like graphic designing can also determine the type of occupation or job one can engage in. We have salary and wages. The salary or wages paid to an individual for a job done determines the type of occupation one engages in. For instance, a family man cannot get an occupation or job of 20,000 to feed his family. So he looks at a job or occupation that pays him higher than what is meant to use and feed his family. So salary and wages is another factor that determines the type of occupation one engages in. We have the policies. There are some occupations that have special policies. For instance, age policy. There are some occupations that requires a year of experience, a specific age. So policies also determine the type of occupation one engages in. And lastly, we have the risks and security. The risks in that occupation or risks or the security that surrounds the occupation determines if one will engage in such occupation or not. So that's all for today's class. See you in the next class. Thank you.